So let us begin with the properties of Fisher projections. Properties of Fisher projections. Now in a Fisher projection, okay, suppose you have a Fisher projection of lactic acid. So it will be CH3, COOH, and then you can have hydrogen and OH. So this is a Fisher projection of lactic acid, and in fact it is a R lactic acid, where R is a configuration. And how to name that configuration R and S I will discuss in detail later on. So this is a configuration of R lactic acid, and this structure represents Fisher projection. Now in Fisher projection, if we rotate this Fisher projection at angle of 180 degree in plane, okay, if you have any Fisher projection and if you rotate it at angle of 180 degree in plane means you have to rotate either like this or like this in plane. इसमें flip नहीं करना. So when you will flip it, it will go out of plane. Okay, no plane तो ऊपर नहीं चकना. You have to rotate it in the plane. What will happen to its configuration? It will remain same or it will change?
So it will change.
चेंज हो जाएगी.
Change हो जाएगी? No.
No, sir, same रहेगी.
हाँ, if you rotate it at angle of 180 degree in plane, its configuration remains same. Okay, either 180 degree or 360 degree. 360 degree the same ही आ जाएगी. So, for example, if you rotate it to 180 degree, so what will be resultant Fisher projection? What will be above here? What should I write when you rotate it 180 degree?
Yes,
CH3. A rotate होके नीचे आ जाएगा. This will goes to above. This will become carboxylic acid. And what should I write over here?
hydrogen H.
What, hydrogen or OH?
H, sir.
Hydrogen, because you have rotated 180 degrees, so this will go over here and OH over here. Now if you check it, if you know how to write configuration R and S, this will be again R lactic acid. How it will be R lactic acid? This oxygen will get first number, second, third and fourth. So when you see it like this rotation is in a clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So from the direction of rotation, it is anti-clockwise, so it is expected to be S. But since your lowest priority group is present on horizontal line, and horizontal line की represent कर दी है above the plane or below the plane?
Above the plane.
हाँ जी.
Above the plane.
Above the plane.
Above the plane. So your lowest priority group is above the plane, and when your lowest priority group is above the plane, you have to write opposite configuration. अगर थोड़ी S आ रही है तो उसको R लिखोगे, अगर R आ रही है तो उसको S लिखोगे. So this is again R lactic acid. These details, how to write R and S, we will discuss later on in detail. So this point is clear. So if you rotate it at 180 degree in plane, there will be no change in configuration. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if you rotate it at angle of 90 degree, what will happen? configuration will remain same or it will change? So when you rotate it at angle of 90 degree, what will be resultant configuration? 90 degree or 270 degree. So what will be resultant configuration? What should write over here?
ऊपर आ जाएगा H.
H. ठीक है, A rotate होके ऊपर आ जाएगा because this angle is 90 degree. And here it should be
COH.
here OH,
OH.
and here it will be.
CH3.
Now tell me whether it is R or S. So configuration changes and it become opposite. So your oxygen, it has a higher atomic number, so it gets first preference. Then this carbon, because next atoms are oxygen, then this methyl carbon, and fourth is your hydrogen. So when you see it, again, it is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. And your lowest priority group is now present over vertical line, and vertical line represent above the plane or below the plane?
Below the plane.
Below the
Below the plane. So whatever configuration we are getting from direction of rotation, we will write same. So it is S lactic acid. So you can see its configuration has changed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let us see what will happen if we rotate it out of plane. So suppose you rotate this Fisher projection again at angle of 180 degree, again at angle of 180 degree, but this time out of plane. So now you rotate it out of plane at angle 180 degree. So again, let us write this lactic acid. This lactic acid is a R lactic acid. Now how you will rotate it at angle of 180 degree out of plane? Out of plane
So vertical. So vertical
have
line
to-
axis number.
hai? Suppose this is your axis over which you will.
Yes, sir.
So how it will get rotated out of plane? उनकी करना है इसको flip करना है, ठीक है? Flip हो जाएगी. So what will be resultant configuration? Since this is axis over which you are rotating, so they will remain same. And over this axis, it will get flipped. So you will get OH here and hydrogen here. And you can easily see both are mirror images of each other, and this is S lactic acid. So when rotation is done out of plane at 180 degree, configuration changes.
Changes.
ठीक है, चाहे इस एक्सिस से उसको फ्लिप करके देख लो, in that case also configuration will change. So when you rotate it 180 degree out of plane, configuration of your Fisher projection become opposite. These 3 points are clear or not?
Clear answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now let us see what will happen if we interchange ligands about chiral carbon. If we interchange ligands at chiral carbon. So the interchange may be even number of interchanges, or interchange may be odd number of interchanges. So suppose you do even number of interchanges, and these interchanges, they will take place in plane. There's no possibility of out of plane. So suppose you have this one. Suppose I first interchange this carboxyl group and OH group. So that is your first interchange. So OH will go over here and carboxyl group over here. Methyl will be here and hydrogen will be here. And suppose I do second interchange with this methyl and this carboxylic group. So now that is your second interchange. So the total number of interchanges are even. Now what is the resultant configuration? Here you are getting is R lactic acid. So when you do first interchange, which is of course odd, and this is of course second interchange is even. So when you do first interchange, what is the configuration of resultant product? R or S?
Sir, S.
S. So you get one number over here, two number over here, three number over here, four over here, and this is rotating in a which direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
It is moving in a clockwise direction, but lowest priority group is present on
Horizontal line.
and horizontal
Above the
line
plane.
represent above plane or below plane?
Above the plane.
Above the plane.
Above plane. So you have to write down opposite. So since it is rotating in a clockwise, so coming is R, but you have to write S. So it is S lactic S. But when you do second interchange, even number of interchanges, what is the configuration of this lactic acid over here?
R.
It is R lactic acid. It is R lactic acid. So what you can conclude? How it is R? 1, 2, 3. So you can see it is moving in a anti-clockwise. Lowest priority group is on horizontal line. So we have to write down opposite. So it is R. So what you can conclude, if you do odd number of interchanges, then configuration remains same or become opposite?
Opposite.
Opposite.
Sir, opposite.
Configuration at chiral carbon changes. And if you do even number of interchanges, then configuration over chiral carbon, it remains same or it get opposite?
Same.
It remain same. So your odd number of interchanges, they are equivalent to rotation at 90 degree in plane, and even number, they are equivalent to rotation at 180 degree in plane. So these are the important points about Fisher projection. And the most important point is that you have to remember throughout is Fisher projection is always in which conformation? Fisher projection is always in which conformation? ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕਨਫਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਫਿਸ਼ਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ? ਹਾਂਜੀ,
Eclipse confirmation. Eclipse confirmation.
eclipsed conformation. So that is most important point. So Fisher projection does not represent stable conformation. It is always drawn of eclipsed conformation. Fisher projection is always of Fisher eclipsed conformation. Yes, beta. Any doubt up to this point? Please ask. बोलो बेटे जे कोई डाउट है तो then we will move on. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਲੇਟ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ okay. Now then is Sahor's projection formulas. There are two kinds of them. Sahor's projections and Newman projections. And we will also see how to convert Fisher projection into Sahor's projection and Fisher projection into Newman projections. So first of all, what are these projections? both of these projections, they are used for what? They are used for, हाँ जी, both projections की होंगे, आपने बहुत बार किया होया बेटे, last semester च भी बहुत projections बनाइयां सी. Both projections की देंदियां ने, what gives? Both projections they give relative arrangement of atoms around what? They give relative arrangement of atoms around,
Double bond.
हाँ जी, they give relative arrangement of atoms around
Carbon double bond.
around two adjacent atoms. And in this case, these two adjacent atoms, they may be chiral or they may not be chiral. So this is not any necessary condition. So suppose you have a molecule like this, say it is whatever A, B, C, D, E, and F. So now you have a two adjacent carbon. The relative arrangement of atoms or ligands, okay, around these two adjacent carbons is given by a Sahor's projection and Newman projection. In Sahor's projection, how you look molecule?
Diagonally.
Diagonally. So in Sahor's projection, two adjacent carbon, they are viewed diagonally. And the remaining groups are written over them in the form of lines. So if these two are the atoms, so we view them diagonally like this. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2, and then remaining groups are written over them. So this is your Sahor's projection. What you do in Newman projection?
Sir, dot के second I represent कर देगा.
In Sahor's projection, you view this molecule diagonally, but what you do in case of Newman projection? How you view molecule in projection?
सर एक साइड तो फ्रंट तो देखते हैं, आगे पीछे हो जाते हैं.
We saw molecule in Newman projection from front. Okay. So what's the Newman projection? It's a projection formula which is used to represent spatial arrangement of atoms around two adjacent carbon atoms when it viewed from front. If you view it diagonally, that gives the Sahor's projection. So when you view it from front, your front carbon is represented by what? Circle or dot? Front carbon.
Sir, dot.
Dot.
So your front carbon is represented by dot, and the carbon atom behind it, so this is your front carbon, and carbon atom behind it is represented by circle, and the position of remaining group are written as such. Okay, so this is your Newman projection. So it may be eclipsed, staggered, gauche, anti, that are obtained by rotation around carbon-carbon single bond and give rise to various kind of conformations. So this is basically a Newman projection. Is difference is clear in between these two projections?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sahor's you saw from the diagonally. In Newman projection, you saw molecule from the front. So that's the main difference. So now let us see how to convert Fisher projection into Sahorst and Newman projections. So let us convert first of all Fisher projection into Sahorst projections. कुछ याद है किवें कन्वर्ट करीदा सी? Suppose this is your Fisher projection. लास्ट semester ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਨਫਰਮੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ elimination reactions ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ?
Yes, sir.
And how we will convert them into Sahorst projection? So first of all, how we view molecule in Sahorst projection, from front or
Diagonally.
Diagonally.
diagonally? So we draw a diagonal line. Okay. Now next point, Fisher projection always gives which conformation?
Eclipsed.
Eclipsed conformation.
Eclipsed.
Fisher projection always give rise to eclipsed conformation. So you have to draw eclipsed. And what happened in case of eclipsed? Groups on adjacent carbons, they are what?
बिल्कुल आगे पीछे होने की कोशिश
They are directly behind each other. So I write like this. So these bonds, they are directly behind each other. ठीक है? Now the next point is ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ? Your lowest carbon, so this is your lowest carbon. So your lowest carbon in Fisher projection is what? कमाल होगी बेटे, इन्नी छेती भुल गए तुसी। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੋਐਸਟ ਕਾਰਬਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ?
फ्रंट वाला सर, आगे वाला
फ्रंट कार्बन। रिमेनिंग बच्चे की कर रहे हो? सो रहे हो? योर लोएस्ट कार्बन इज ए फ्रंट कार्बन इन Sahorst projection or even in Newman projection. So suppose this is 1, 2. So this is your 2, this is your 1. So in Fisher projection, lowest carbon is a front carbon in Newman projection. Then what we do? Groups present on the vertical line, they are written directly behind each other on the upper side. Most of the time we write on the upper side. So this CH2OH, it will come on this carbon number 2, and this CHO, it will go on the carbon number 1. After that, what was the point?
जो left से right.
जो left से right.
Yes, then anything on the right side, anything comes on the left left side. So simply we put H and OH, H and OH. So this is your eclipsed conformation in Sahorst projection. And how you can convert it into the staggered? By rotation.
180.
180 degree.
80 degrees. So you can rotate one carbon at 180 degree. You will get corresponding staggered conformation. So you, sorry. So when you rotate it at 180, it will become staggered conformation. So it will move like this. So 180, this will go over here, this will over here, and this will over here. Suppose you rotate carbon number 1. So it will be CHO, OH, hydrogen. So now this is your staggered. Now how you will convert it back into Fisher projection? Reverse. how you will convert it back into Fisher projection. Reverse किवें करोगे? By using same procedure. ਤਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ staggered ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, first of all ਉਸਨੂੰ eclipse ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ convert ਕਰੋਗੇ, and then your front carbon is a
Lowest carbon.
lowest carbon. So this is your lowest carbon. Group present above, they are written on their respective carbon on a vertical line, and then anything on the left on left side, anything on the right on the right side. So you have to follow the reverse procedure. And how you will convert Fisher projection into Newman projection? So in Newman projection, again, your lowest carbon is a front carbon represented by dot, back carbon is circle, and it gives rise to eclipsed conformation. So you have to draw eclipsed. So what should write on top over here?
CH2OH.
CH2OH.
This is your front carbon and this is your back carbon CHO. And then anything on the right side, anything on the left side. And similarly, you can rotate it at the several angles to get the different conformations. If you rotate it at 60 degree, you will get corresponding staggered. Then again 60, you will get eclipsed, partially eclipsed. Then again 60, you will get anti-conformation. So this is how, and if you convert it back into your Fisher projection, first of all, you have to convert Newman projection into what? Eclipsed conformation, and then by using same procedure, you can write the Fisher projection. So this point is clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Now next is how to convert flying wedge structure into Fisher projection. This is very important. Conversion of flying wedge to Fisher projection. So now this is a very, very important. Okay. Suppose you have given any flying wedge structure. Okay. Suppose I write A, B, C, D, and we have to convert it into Fisher projection. So how we will convert it? Both सारी techniques होती हैं इसमें convert करन दिया. So one of the simple technique which is also given in the book is what you do is group present on below the plane. जेड़ा group below plane होएगा in flying wedge structure. Okay, group present below the plane in flying wedge structure is kept at bottom of Fisher projection. Group which is present below the plane in flying wedge structure, वो कित्थे put करना है?
Sir, bottom of the Fisher projection.
Bottom of Fisher projection. Where is that bottom? Here. This one. So we will put over here. C. Then remaining groups, they are written in a same sequence. Remaining groups, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਕੀ group ਬਚ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ A ਵਾਲੇ ਤਿੰਨ group. Okay. Remaining groups, they are written in a same sequence as they are in flying wedge structure. ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ group ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ same sequence ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ flying wedge structure ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ. ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ? First you have a D, B and A. ठीक है. So then किस साइड में रोटेट कर रहे ने है? Clockwise. ठीक है. So you will write D, B and A. You can see their sequence is same. So this is how you convert flying wedge into Fisher. For example, if you have This one. So how you will convert it into Fisher? This is your lactic acid. How you will convert it into Fisher? Group present.
bottom पे आएगा
सर
तो
CH3 सब तो नीचे
सर बॉटम
आएगा.
से CH3 आ जाएगा.
Group present on dotted line, it should be written at bottom in Fisher projection. So dotted line पे केड़ा group पे आए? Methyl. Then how we write remaining groups? In the same sequence, they are present in flying wedge structure. So what should I write over here?
So H,
Here
COH.
COH.
and O.
H.
So that is your structure. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So beta, today's lecture I am ending here. So tomorrow we will discuss many more examples of this conversion and backward. That means how to convert Fisher projection into flying wedge structure. So please go through this, and if you have any question, please ask.